Hello, I'm Haley Hanahan with Littlesleepersanddreamers.com, and I am your pediatric sleep consultant. Are you a new or expecting parent? If so, this video is for you. This video is going to show you how you can help your newborn get a bedtime routine. Yes, you heard that correctly. You can start having a bedtime routine with your little one from day one. This video will show you everything you need to know to get their bedtime routine off to a great start. So you have a new little baby welcomed into your family. This is such an exciting time. But how can you get them off to a great start with some good sleep habits? The first thing you want to do is know that this is a newborn stage for a reason. This newborn stage is relaxed. You are getting your child acclimated to being outside of the room and into this brand new world. So you don't want to be too rigid and throwing too much at them. You kind of want to give them some time to learn and grow and develop because so much is happening so quickly. The main thing you want to do is make sure you are following wake windows. You want your child to be awake no more than 45, maybe 60 minutes at a time. You are looking for sleepy cues. Are they rubbing their eyes, arching their backs? Make sure that they are not going to become overtired because overtired babies have a much harder time relaxing and going to sleep when they are tired. The very first habit that you want to be sure you follow, which can be very hard when you are so sleep deprived in those first few months, but you want your child to have their own sleep space. You want your child to be safe. There are stories and stories about how parents had their baby on their chest on the couch and the baby rolled off, or they're in the bed and they rolled on top of the baby. So you definitely want your child in their own sleep space. Now that can be in your room with you or in their own room, whatever works for your family. But you want your child to be safe in their own space. You want to be following your child's wake windows, as I mentioned, and that could mean that each day looks a little different. They are not waking up the same time, going down for a nap at a certain time, and that's okay. Follow your child's lead, but go with the wake windows. So that means around 6 to 9 at night is the range where you can say, okay, we're going to start getting ready for bed, and this is going to start the bedtime, nighttime phase for your child. So anytime between the 6 to 9 range, whenever they're getting ready for that next nap or bit of sleep, you can start the bedtime routine. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is give them a bath. Now, if you don't want to give them a bath every night, that's fine. A quick warm little wipe down will do. That is perfectly okay, especially because you don't want to be using soap on their little skin every day. It could just dry it out. So you can do it every other day and do the wipe downs in between. Or if you want to do a full bath every day, that's fine, and just skip the soap every once in a while. Whatever works for you, you want to start with bath. Okay? So you want to keep this relatively short. It doesn't need to be a long experience, especially because your newborn isn't going to be old enough to be playing anyway. So this is a quick little bath. Clean them up, get them dry, and take them into their room. And just put on their diaper, and then there, in a low, dim-lit room, you can be doing your feed, okay? You want to keep their clothes off because this will help keep them awake, because remember, for every feeding, whether it's in the day or at night, you want your child awake the entire time. This is not signaling, okay, now that I'm eating, I'm going to be falling asleep. You want to separate that out so that they do not connect that together. So keeping their clothes off will help them to stay alert and awake as they feed. And also, how cuddly is a little newborn's naked little skin against you? It's just a wonderful experience. So after you feed them, you want to take them over to their changing table and do a little lotion massage. This helps to relax them. You can use any kind of lotion. We like to use coconut oil as it really hydrates our son's skin. But whatever you want to use to just kind of relax them and massage it into them. It's such a great experience and will help them get ready to fall asleep a little later. Then you can put on their pajamas and then sit down and read them a story. Now you're thinking, my newborn isn't going to care about books. They might not. They might not really care what's going on, but looking at the pictures, they still take some things in, especially if it's the contrast of black and white. They really can learn. So reading to your child at an early age is still very beneficial. So read them a story, sing them a quick song, and then it is time for bed. Now you need to remember, these are newborns, so you are not sleep training them. They do not have the skills to self-soothe yet, so you are helping them go to sleep. When you go back in for night feedings, you want to make sure that it is a dimly lit room. You want your child to kind of identify, okay, this is still nighttime, this is not the middle of the day. This will help them get their days and nights straight, because that is something that is often confused for newborns. You want to make sure that they are fully alert. You want them awake for this night feeding. And the third one is that you don't want to have your cell phone light on. That means scrolling through your phone as you're feeding is probably not the best thing for your child as well as you. That blue light goes into your brains and will cause your body not to make the melatonin that you and your baby need to go back to sleep after the feeding. So as hard as it might be for you, try to keep your cell phone away so that going back to sleep won't be much of an issue. So these are just some quick foundations to help get your newborn ready for sleep training when they are old enough and have grown and developed and are ready for that. The evening is typically named the witching hour. It is the time in the evening where your child is just super fussy, can't calm down, and you just don't know what to do. The first thing you can do is make sure you're following the wake windows. A lot of times it can just be due to overtiredness. Babies are tired and they want to sleep. The other thing you can do is follow Dr. Harvey Karp's 5 S's for soothing an infant. If you don't know what that is, check out this video right here and you can watch how I demonstrate all 5 S's to get your baby from fussy to calm in a matter of seconds as you do these techniques. So again, congratulations to your new addition to your family. I hope you are treasuring these precious moments, even if it means you are dealing with some sleep deprivation. If you have any questions about your newborn and how to get them to sleep better, please do me a favor and send me an email at littlesleepersanddreamers@gmail.com and I would love to help you out. Be sure to also subscribe to the channel and click the alert bell because there is more coming. If you also have a child that is a little older, I will be going through bedtime routines for infants as well as toddlers and preschoolers. So you don't want to miss those. Stay tuned. I'll see you next time. Sweet dreams.